Shalom, my name is Michael Decker and I'm a lawyer within the law offices of Cohen, Decker, Picks & Brosh. Today I wanted to discuss a topic that rises a lot, maybe one of the most frequent topics that we deal with on a daily basis when it comes to clients that call our office. This topic is in regards to an Israeli that meets a foreign person that's not in Israel, mainly through modern technology. As you know, everyone today has Facebook, and on Facebook people's photos appear, and people from overseas meet people in Israel, conversations begin, the connection deepens, and then the Israeli spouse, after a while of getting to know the foreign potential spouse, buys a ticket, invites this person into Israel. This person goes on a plane, very excited, comes to the border control department, and then the shock starts, where the border control official asks questions to the visitor, the tourist, and the tourist explains that he met an Israeli, they fell in love, they got to know each other, and they want to check if this is for real, and that's why they're visiting. The border control official writes an entry refusal order, tells this tourist that it's illegal for him to visit Israel under these circumstances due to fear of settlement or fear of illegal immigration. This tourist is put in a detention center, which is basically a prison, and then sent back to their home country. The Israeli, of course, is shocked, devastated, doesn't understand why this happens to him, calls our office frantically, in tears almost, begging for help. Unfortunately, there's almost nothing that can be done at that point. The Interior Ministry's policy basically is that in situations as such, the Israeli needs to invite the foreign spouse into the country either through marriage with a marriage certificate or either through an application for a common law relationship via the relevant policies. Basically, if a couple is in the country and they go to the Interior Ministry to open a joint life application, then the Interior Ministry is not allowed to request that the foreign spouse leaves. And this is based on a Supreme Court petition called Bagatz Stamka, where Justice Cheshin basically ruled that in order to review the authenticity of the relationship, the couple needs to be in Israel, so the Interior Ministry can review if the relationship is real. How could they review this if they send the foreign spouse back to their country? However, Bagatz Stamka didn't limit the Interior Ministry's authority over inspecting the borders and who can come in and who can't come in. And the Interior Ministry understands that if the foreign spouse comes to Israel and they decide to build a relationship and stay in Israel, they won't be able to ask the foreign spouse to leave. And therefore, they have a very strict policy regarding entering Israel in the first place. So our clear advice in a situation like this is to invite a foreign spouse legally via one of the relevant policies, and if the relationship works out, great. If it doesn't work out, you can always close the file and notify the Interior Ministry, and the foreign spouse will then leave the country. It is not really worth it financially or legally to try to fight the Interior Ministry to get a foreign spouse in for a 2-week visit, because the cost will be high. We'll probably need to go to court. The Israeli spouse will probably need to put up a huge bail, and it will take the same amount of time and the same amount of money to just open a joint life application. And then if the relationship is real and the Israeli wants to invite the foreign spouse to live with him here, he is already in the process. And if it's not real and they don't want to continue, then the foreign spouse can leave anyway, so you reach the same results this way. In any case, if you would like our assistance, we'll be happy to help you, and you can feel free to contact us. Thank you for your time.